everyone, and welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Katie, and today we are doing another Bookmas video. So today I am doing a tag that I created. I'm just so excited. So technically there is somebody who has a similar theme, but these are all my own questions and everything, and I just love it. So if you did not know, The Grinch Stole Christmas is like my favorite movie. There he is behind me. But yes, the classic Grinch cartoon from the 1960s, I think, is my favorite Christmas cartoon. And so I had to create a Grinch tag for the holidays. I'm so excited. So there is somebody who did a Grinch tag. I will link her channel down below. I don't think I wrote it down. No, I didn't write it down, but I will link her channel down below, or her video. It was like 7 years ago, but it was just called the Grinch tag, and there wasn't a whole lot of Grinch related type questions, if I'm being honest. So this is my own personal tag, and I'm just so excited to do it because I really wanted to do it, and it's called How the Grinch Stole My Book Tag. And what better than drinking cocoa out of a cute character and a cute shirt. Alright, so this is going to be an awesome video. We're going to have fun. I'm just so excited. I just love the name of this tag, How the Grinch Stole My Book Tag. How cute. He stole my book. Okay, so this kind of follows the storyline of the Grinch, and I love that. I love that it kind of follows the storyline, and you know, I thank the Lord that he helped me come up with these questions, because I had no idea, and I had to kind of reread the story too as well to kind of get some ideas. So the first Christmas question of this tag is, trim up the tree with Christmas stuff like Bingle, balls, and WhoFoo Fluff. And that is a book that you just get excited to talk about every chance you get. Just like you get excited to decorate your Christmas tree and trim up your tree every year, what is a book that you just love to talk about? And that book that I always get excited about talking about is In Search of a Prince by Tony Shiloh, also the sequel, which is To Win a Prince. And I just love these books so much. I love them. I love talking about them. They're one of my favorite books of all time. And yeah, they're beautiful. Kind of reminds me of The Princess Diaries, like the movie version, not the book version. But they're beautiful, they're sweet, they're faith-filled, and I love them so much, and I can't stop talking about them. So that's my answer to that question. Also, all these questions will be down in the description box if you want to answer them. I'd love to know your answers to these questions, so leave those down in the comments as well. Alright, so the next question is, must find some way to stop Christmas from coming. We know the Grinch is plotting something to stop Christmas, so it feels like our authors, our favorite authors, don't want to give us their new books immediately, right? Some of them whip them out like crazy. Other ones just really wanted to make us wait. And it feels like they're kind of canceling our Christmas or stopping our Christmas from coming because it's taking forever. So what book can you not wait for it to come out? It can be a book that you're waiting to come out, or it can be like a series, like a new book in the series hasn't come out in years and you're still waiting for that sequel. So a book that I am waiting for is, there's actually a lot, and actually I'm going to do a series. It is the next book in the series, in Misu Andrews' new series, that is all about Joseph's life. And Joseph is one of my favorite books of the Bible. And the first one we had was Potiphar's wife. And the next one I think is called Famine, and it's Famine and Death or something. I'll put the cover here, but I cannot wait for it. It's coming out in a few months, and I'm so excited. I will read anything. Well, that's another question next, but that's the book that I'm really excited about getting to, and I just can't wait. I wish it would come sooner, because I think it's been almost a year since the first one came out, so please hurry. All right, next question is, all you need is a reindeer. Your dog is your best friend. So pick a book that has an animal in the story. So, animal in the story. Animal in the story. Ooh, wait. I got excited. They're all animals though. Not like an animal companion. Yeah, why not? I'll still pick it. And that is Monster Friends. I haven't talked about this book enough. But technically they're like monster animals because, like, I mean, what animal has one eyeball, right? So we got Monster Friends, but he's like a cute little bunny dog. Or she. She is a cute little bunny dog, and he's like a little fuzzy kitty type monster. But this is an adorable, kind of younger middle grade graphic novel, but there's so many animals in here. So this is a book, like, honestly, this feels like a pet companion. Like, to bring it along. That's one of my favorites, and that's why I have it like right there, so you can all see it. Put it back so it doesn't fall. I'm always worried that they're gonna fall. There we go. Okay. Next question is, oh, the noise. It's a book that you keep hearing about. Like, you keep hearing about it everywhere and anywhere, but you just haven't read it yet. There's a lot. There's a lot that I can pick for this one. Let's see. So many to choose. I could pick one of those. Let's see. I haven't heard really much about these books on this shelf. At least not lately. Oh, maybe this one. Let's do this one. This is like my regular fiction. That's Christian fiction. That's classics behind me. So let's go to this shelf. I don't go to this shelf very much, do I? This is one that I've been dying to read, and I've heard it everywhere. And that is Salt of the Sea by Ruta Sepetys. I have been wanting to read it. I do still want to read it. I just haven't got around to it. And I think it's the other one that I was thinking of, but this is definitely one of her books that I just really want to read. I've heard like so much noise about all of her books. Like, they're so popular, and the only one that I've read was like a graphic novel adaptation, and so it wasn't even like a full novel. So I haven't even read any of her books yet, but I want to. I really want to. And I own 3 of them. Oh, it was Ashes in the Snow. That's the one that I was going to mention. Ashes in the Snow, because that talked about the most. But I read the graphic novel edition of it, and it was great. And I want to read the full length, but yeah, so any of her books would count for that. All right. Next question is, and they'd feast, and they'd feast, and they'd feast. An author that you can't get enough of. And for me, this goes back to that question of what book you're waiting for. Sue Andrews. She is one of my favorite authors of all time. I still need to read a few of her backlist. I have a good 5 or 6 books I still need to read, which I plan on getting to all of them this spring, hopefully. But I love her books so much. She's just an amazing author, and I love her biblical fiction books. She does so much research into her books, and I just love them. So, Sue Andrews, that's a author that I can just feast on her books all day long. I love them. All right, next question is, Leaving Crumbs Much Too Small for the Other Who's Mouses. And that is a book that was much too short because you wanted more. So, little morsels for the mice, not enough to feed them. So, a little book that you wanted more of. So, what do I want more of? I'm trying to pick like a book, a different book for each question. So, I'm not talking about the same books. I think for this one I might pick a series. I want more books in the series, even though there's 5. And that is the Rocky Mountain Legacy series by Kristen Heitzman. It is one of my favorites. I love this author so much. This is actually the only series I've read by her, and I need to read more because I know I'm going to love them. And there's 5 books in the series, but I just wish there was more. Like, if there was 10, I would read them all. And a special surprise in this one. It's signed. I love that. Okay, so yes, that would be the books that I would choose. The Rocky Mountain Legacy series. I wish I had more books. It's too short. All right, next question is, There's a Light on This Tree That Won't Light. A book that you thought was going to be great, but it didn't quite work out for you. Just like that light that isn't working out for you on your Christmas tree, a book that you thought you'd like but just didn't work out for you. And for this one, I don't know if I have it any physically, because usually if a book doesn't work out for me, I usually get rid of them. I think I actually do have one. That is this one, which is unfortunate, because I like the first and second book, but you might know which one I'm talking about. And that is the third book in the Sky King Ranch series by Susan May Warren, Sundown. I'm so sad. I had high hopes for this book because I gave the second book, I think, 4 or 5 stars. I think it was 4 stars. So I had high hopes, and I didn't end up liking this one as much as I thought I was going to. So this one just didn't work out for me as much as the other 2 books in the series. I still liked it, but definitely not as much as the other 2. So this is a book that didn't quite work out for me. And I can't put it back right now. All right, so next question is, it came without ribbons. It came without tags. So a book that doesn't have a pretty cover, but what was on the inside really mattered and you loved it. So just like the Who's go without Christmas and it still makes them happy. They don't have the trimmings, they don't have the pretty covers and the pretty stuff, but it still left a lasting impact on them. And for that one, I think I'm going to go ahead and choose, I had one in mind. I thought they were down here. Oh, I think they're way up there. I don't know where they went. I know, though, that I was not super excited about reading this series when I heard about it. I was like, it sounded good. I was like, it doesn't sound like a book that I would like. The cover was kind of just, you know, it was okay. And that is Boo by Renee Guttridge. This is the one I think I'm going to go for. So the cover is just kind of a little plain. You know, it's all right. It's a nice cover, but there's just no like flashiness. There's no Christmas bling to it. There's no sparkly things or shiny cover. But what was inside was funny and heartwarming and sweet and beautifully written. The characters were just outrageously crazy and funny, and you know, if you pick this up, listen to the audiobook. The audiobook narrator is great with all the characters. I loved it. So this is the one I'm going to go for. I love Boo, and what's on the inside matters because it's a wonderful story. All right. And then the last question is a book that made your heart grow 3 sizes. Okay, so this could be a heartwarming book or a book that you just fell head over heels with. And there's so many that could go in this title, that's for sure. So much. So many books. Even Boo, that I just showed you, could go for heartwarming, because that was really heartwarming. Okay, so I think I'm going to pick a Christmas book for this one. Because usually when you think of heartwarming, usually you think of Christmas, and this is a Christmas tag. So I'm going to go with A Quilt for Christmas by Melody Carlson. And yes, I've talked about this in a few videos this month, and I will probably in future videos this month. But it's just sweet. It's so heartwarming. I love this book so much. Definitely such a beautiful story. And why is this not on my top 10 of the year? I don't know. Because it should be. Because I really did love it. I love the characters, and I love the just a beautiful small town feel to it, and I just love the community and how they came together to help this family that lived in an apartment, and I just loved it. Love it, and definitely heartwarming. All right, and that is the last tag, or question. So I'm going to tag a few people. Let's see, who should I tag today? Finishing my cocoa. Okay, so I'm going to tag Bethany Brings Books. I'm going to tag Read for the Sky. And then I'm going to also tag, I'm going to tag Carmen. I think her channel is Carmen Reads, but I will link her channel down below as well. So I'm going to tag those lovely, amazing friends down below. So please, if you want to do this video, don't forget to tag me so I can watch it. I would love to hear your answers. this was just such a fun tag, especially since I'm a huge Grinch fan, and I just thought it would be perfect. So definitely check out this video if you want to have some fun, Christmas fun. And don't forget to subscribe and like this video so you don't miss any fun Christmas videos that are coming up every single day until Christmas. So I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will see you all tomorrow for the next video.